Hey guys, it is me. I am hopping on. I stopped to get some Starbucks right before I have to take my car to the mechanic. Fingers crossed, y'all, that this repair can be fixed because it is the fourth time for the same stupid thing. It's driving me crazy. Other than that, for the record, I have a Discovery, a Land Rover Discovery. This car has been pretty damn awesome. I've got 88,000 miles on it, and it has been pretty good. So I want to remind you today of something that I think is really, really important. I post a lot on social media, and I post a lot on social media because it's such a big driving force of my business in ways that I get to also just connect with my friends and my family, my loved ones, and people I haven't seen in a while, or people that are in other states and other countries, whatever it is. But what I don't want you guys to mistake for a single moment is this. God gifted me, the Lord gifted me really pretty eyes and a pretty smile. I recognize that. I don't take it for granted. I think that my eyes and my smile hide a lot of things that I go through. I think that my eyes and my smile also allow me the gift to make me come across friendly and safe for people to talk to me about things that they otherwise wouldn't talk to me about. So He's also gifted me a voice. He's gifted me a voice that allows me to be honest and open with you guys on so many different topics throughout my life. So that is why I wanted to hop on here real quick and share with you something that I think is really worth sharing today, in hopes that it will inspire you if you are in a similar situation. So some of you guys know I went through a divorce. That is not easy, and that is not pleasant on a good day. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I have two little kiddos, Baker and Witten. They are absolutely amazing, and any of y'all that have ever interacted with them know they are pretty darn cool kids, but I also have three older kids. So you can only imagine, I'm mama bear with three kids that are doing their own thing and trying to learn life, and that's a whole nother session in itself. And then you got the other kids, and then you're learning 50-50 custody schedule, and then you're learning how to work again, and you're learning single life because I'm single. I'm learning all that. And so there's just a lot going on in my life, but I hide it behind my eyes and my smile, right? Because a picture makes it look like it's all put together, because if you have a smile, it must mean everything is great. It's not. Truth of the matter is this: every single day, and this is where I want to encourage you, every single day, I have horrible nausea. Every day, all day, from when I wake up until I go to bed, all day. Some days it's worse than others, but even on the not worst day, it's bad. It makes you feel like you want to lose your cookies at all times. What I do, and what I've learned to do, is to allow the nausea to have space in my life right now. I've had it since last year, really bad. So now I'm going on over a year of excessive nausea. And don't worry, I have amazing doctors and blood work and supplements and all these things, okay, y'all? So much of it is tied to stress and anxiety. And y'all know me, I'm a huge advocate for mental health. In fact, I've been really praying about it a lot, and I think I'm going to start getting back on platforms and start talking about it. So here we go. That's why I'm talking about it. But you have two decisions in life. Every single morning we get to choose choice number one, that we're going to allow the day to take over us, or choice number two, that we are going to take over our day. What I am choosing to do is I'm choosing to go with option two, that I'm going to take over my day. However, that doesn't mean that there's not struggles. It doesn't mean that there's not big issues at hand. It doesn't mean that I don't have my nausea. In fact, what it does mean is I've had to pivot my schedule. And so what I've done is, now going on about a month and a half, 2 months, I set my alarm for 5 in the morning. Then I set it for 5:30. I set it for 6, 6:30, and 7 o'clock in the morning. The reason I set the 5 o'clock alarm, because while I'm sleeping, I don't have nausea because I'm sleeping. When I wake up, the moment I wake up, I wish I had a bucket right next to me. That's how bad the nausea is. And it's instant, and it's immediate, and it is full swing ahead. But I have learned that if I set my alarm for 5, I'm gifting my body a moment between 5 and 5:30, when that second alarm goes off, to say, hey, nausea, I know you're here. Hey, nausea, let's get it under control. It's a trauma response, right? That's what it is, a stress trauma response. That is what that nausea is. It's accepting it for what it is every single day. but it's also not allowing it to keep me in the bed. It's also allowing it to not make me call in. It's also making me not tell the kids on the days I have them, hey kids, sorry, we can't go to work and we can't go to school, we can't do life. No, what it is saying is, I'm here with you, I'm awake with you, I'm accepting of it. I'm going to do some tapping, or I'm going to do some breathing. I'm going to think about how nauseous I am. I'm going to just take it all in. And then when that alarm at 5:30 goes off, then I can get up and I can start getting ready with my day. And on the weeks that I have the boys, or the days I have the boys, I should say, it's get them ready. Lunch is ready, them ready, Bunny's fed, Bunny's clean, Bunny's blah, blah, blah. Get me dressed, get me bathed, get me, organized, make up the bed, blah, blah, blah. Like all of it, all the mama duties, right? And when I don't have the kids, life looks a little bit different. Still feeding the bunnies, right? But instead, it's me filling time with folding laundry. It's getting myself my little cooler ready to go for the day of the stuff that I'm going to want to take to eat or whatever. It's being able to just give myself this 30 minutes of time to accept. That has helped me. I'm learning that small moment of just accepting 30 minutes of time to accept where I'm at in my life is really helping me. And I hope it helps you too. I hope it will bring you some encouragement, that it's okay. Like, just because we learn the older we get to hide it better, right? To hide what we're going through doesn't mean we should be hiding it. My nausea, part of, and I eat, for the most part, I eat whatever I want, when I want. But when you're nauseous all day, every day, still lose a lot of weight, right? So I'm hitting the gym. I'm choosing to kind of offset and deal with the nausea the way it is right now. So having a lot of nausea, sometimes I'll eat a Pop-Tart. Other times I'm eating turkey and chicken and things like protein because I know I need to, have that, veggies, whatever. I'm just learning, and I'm not a pro, and I'm not a health expert. I'm not any of that stuff. I'm a normal human being like all of y'all are. But what I will share is I'm just learning that the nausea, and everybody's body and mind and all these things react different. We all react different, right? I don't want this nausea. I don't want the body shaking. I don't want my teeth grinding. I don't want those reactions. And most of last year, what I found myself doing was I was fighting it. I would get really angry at myself, and frustrated with myself. Like, snap out of this. Why can't you just get out of this? Carry on. You're strong. You're, blah, blah, blah. Like, carry on. It wouldn't. The more I would, the more my body was knocking me on my butt. And so now, again, the last month and a half, 2 months, when I'm just accepting the nausea for what it is, it's allowing me to just feel better in the crappy situation, if that makes sense. So if you decide to try it, if you decide to try to gift yourself small moments of time, and maybe it's not in the morning when you wake up and you feel horrible, maybe it's the afternoon, maybe it's later in the day, nighttime, whatever, I don't care what it is, but give yourself the gift somewhere along the way during the day where you're going to sit in whatever crap you're feeling for just a small moment. Maybe you don't want half an hour. Maybe you want to start with 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 1 minute or 2 minutes or 17 minutes. I don't care. But allocate a certain time where you're going to consistently sit with what you've got and let yourself know, I'm sitting here with you. Self, I'm sitting here with you in it. I'm not going to ignore it. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't exist. I'm not going to pretend it's all in my head and that I can step out of it, and, or that you do the opposite. You beat yourself up like you're crazy. And so you live in denial because that's not possible. That's not happening to my life. I did a lot of that last year too, a denial bubble. It did not work. And see if that helps you. I would love to learn and know from you if it does, because like I said, I'm thinking about getting back into talking more about crap like this, and I think there's a need, based on some private messages that I've received, and text messages that I've received, and I'm willing to put myself out there. I'm willing to put myself out there because I think it's important that we talk about it. I put myself out there because I think it's important to really show that just because you can put makeup on, or just because you can act like it's all put together, it's not always put together, and that's okay. It's okay to have it that way. Still living my life, still quite much functioning so, quite so providing, quite so taking in the beauty of life, quite so still learning and growing every single day, quite so being single, quite so learning what I'm going to want in a new relationship, quite so talking about the fact that I'm going to want to be in a relationship, right? Like you see all these things, like I have all this gunk, but I have all this goodness. You do too. So with that said, I see you, I love you, you matter, and I will talk to you later. Bye.